Welcome to the Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles with Sharns and RKO.
Welcome to the 22nd episode of Soca Chronicles, the podcast that brings you everything Soca. I'm RKO and I'm once again physically sitting next to the one and only Sharns. In this episode, we are chatting with a big London DJ, host, producer, artist, and event organizer.
Jeez Louise. How many bloody titles?
Honestly, I think on his LinkedIn it doesn't fit, so he might need to make like acronyms or something. But yeah, there's plenty to discuss. But let's start small, shall we?
Let's small up the thing.
This is Soca Chronicles.
So most importantly is something, most important to us, I guess, is that we are looking forward to what we will be doing in a month from now.
Barbados.
You could already hear it in the you could hear the excitement. I love it. We will be in Barbados by the time our next episode drops. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Me too.
If anybody is in Barbados around that time, look out for Soca Chronicle t-shirts and caps. Hit us up if you want to have a lime, if you want to have some information on fets that we would recommend. Yeah.
Please and thanks.
Connect. Please and thanks. You're always so polite, Sharns. Then I want to talk music.
Okay.
Can we do Song of the Month?
We can do Song of the Month.
This is the Song of the Month.
This month's Song of the Month is a big tune.
Big
tune. So we have chosen the new song by Skinny Fabulous, Mr. Killer and Asa Banton, Do What You Want. Absolute banger. I cannot wait to hear this in the Fet or hear it on the road.
100%.
Yeah.
That is going to heat up the summer, you know? It's already hot, but it's going to get hotter.
There we go. Burning flames.
And that lineup? Yeah, exactly. Flames. And that lineup is already sick.
Exactly.
Because it's all high energy people.
Exactly.
And the song is high energy. So give it a listen. Well, we'll listen to it right now for a bit, but make sure you listen to the full version as well because it is fire. Let's have a listen.
Okay.
Well, if you want to mash up this dance, they can't stop you. Do what you want. Go. Do what you want. Go. And if you feel like mash up your feel, show me what you can do. Show me the maddest thing you can do. Show me the crazy thing you can do. It's mad people thing with us do. Why? Anything you can do. Show me the maddest thing you can do. Show me the baddest thing you can do. None of them no madder than you. Drop the felt if you want. Drunk your friends if you want. Start to shell if you want. Give them hell if you want to. Drink 'em if you want. Tumble down if you want. Burn it down if you want. Break it down if you want to. Wine a girl if you want. Climb a girl if you want. Make she bend over. Rock the spine if you want. Beach and girl love it rough. Vincy girl love it hard. Booyah girl love it anyhow. So right now.
Ba-dam, bam, 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 ba-dam, bam, bam, bam. So that was Skinny Fabulous, Mr. Killer, and Asa Benton. Do what you want. Hey.
Big tune.
I'm already sweating already. I'm sitting in my chair, but I'm sweating already. That song is too much.
Fire.
It's gonna be a vibe on the road, 100%.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
I think, listen, we have not had a very long introduction, but this multi-titled artist, performer, person is waiting for us.
You don't even know what to call him.
You know what I mean? Like, I really will check his LinkedIn page if he has one, because I need to know what he calls himself.
This human being. Let's just stick to that.
This human being who's very active on the front of anything music related, Soca related, and also dancehall related. There's a lot to discuss, so I just want to dive right into it.
Let's do it.
Should we enlighten who it is first?
No, just get into it.
All right, let's get into it then.
Let's go.
Soca Chronicles.
This month we have an amazing interview with a London DJ, host, producer, artist and event organizer with the name of
Supa Nytro. Whee! Clap, 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 clap.
What's
clap,
that
clap,
accent?
Clap, 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 clap. I don't know.
Why of all is that a London accent? Because that's definitely not
Yeah,
a
it
London
is.
accent.
Supa Nytro. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Welcome.
welcome.
Greetings.
So you have a packed title, right? You have artist, DJ, a producer. You're organizing events. There's many things you do in the scene. Where did you start?
I started steel bands when I was
Really?
Oh, wow.
yeah. Started playing steel bands when I was about 4 or 5, I think. Yeah, that's where I started.
And then what was the next step after that? Because you can't just go from steel band into all the things I just mentioned.
Steel bands to being a nuisance in class, knocking on tables, making beats, to drumming. So I was a drummer for the same steel band in a different one. And then I fell into like UK rap in about year 10, year 11. And I was almost signed. And my dad was like, nah, you're not doing no 5-year contract, you. So
Oh, damn.
that was a myth.
Oh, damn.
I kept writing for a while, kept getting studio for a while. Didn't really know what I was doing though. And then DJing was the next step in the musical evolution. And I started DJing when I was 16, 17, around that time.
Okay.
Around that time.
But that wasn't Soca, right?
Soca was played, yeah, but I wasn't a Soca DJ, no.
No.
I don't really think I'm a specific type of DJ, but yeah, that's not what I started with. I started with dancehall, hip-hop, R&B, funky house, garage, New Jack Swing, club classics. So
You can do everything. You're versatile. Like, again,
to a degree.
well, if I listen to all the titles you have, like I said, DJ, host,
Exactly.
producer, you're organizing events.
you know, jack of all trades.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but is it not? It's not difficult to excel in all those things, if you know what I mean. So you are a DJ. You're a good DJ.
I should hope so.
Hello, not good.
I should
Great.
hope so.
Great DJ.
Thank you.
International DJ, I
hope
might
so.
add.
I should
There we
hope
go. Never
You
in
produce.
the country.
They're doing all right.
But so, for example, you produce as well.
I do, yeah. A little bit.
Is your producing standing in the way of your DJ, or your DJing standing in the way of the producing? Like, is there enough time in the day to do all those things?
God damn it, nothing stands in the way of nothing.
I like it.
God damn it. I get what I need to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just prioritization.
Exactly. And is there anything you prioritize over something else, or is it at the way you feel? Is it just if the sun's out or not? Like, what's on your mind? Where do you want to go with those? The jack of all trades. So what's the future for you?
I feel like you just asked me 8 questions.
Yeah, in one.
So then
I'm
you
gonna
should-
try and dissect them one by one.
Fair enough.
Which one do you want answered? I don't know, man's over there with a machine gun just firing questions. All right, Valiant. All right, Valiant. Chill out, innit? One at a time. 2
Question
max.
one. Question
Please,
one.
inshallah. Thank you. Inshallah, Habibi. You're doing too much, bro. Doing too much.
You started out as DJing, right?
I did.
Then you split out to other trades as well.
I did.
If you look at them all now, what is your favorite one? Let me start with that.
DJing.
Okay,
I don't think that will ever change.
fair enough. And the fact that you do multiple genres.
Mostly 2.
Okay, and
Yeah,
which
predominant.
ones are those?
Dancehall and soca.
Yes,
Mostly
exactly.
2.
Okay. Is that what you get booked for most as well?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
And then it was dancehall first and soca later.
It was always soca. I've never not played soca. It was just never as in depth as it is now. So in the beginning, when I was playing soca, we always had jump. We always had togetherness. We always had we had follow my ding ding. It was like maybe 9 songs.
Yeah.
But it was the same for Afrobeats. Afrobeats
Right.
back in 2007, 2009. It wasn't even called Afrobeats. It was called Nine Life or Niger.
Yeah.
And it was Hip Life. Ghanaian music was Hip Life.
High life, right, as well.
One or the other. It was Hip Life or High Life, and it was Niger music. So
Yeah.
that was back then. It was
You
like
got Whiskey
Gongo,
coming
Aso,
out.
yeah.
Davido
So
coming out.
I think that kind of changed to Afrobeats when we got what was his name? I have a combish. Is it Tabanj?
Yeah.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that went
was-
mad viral. I mean, global.
Yeah.
We didn't have viral back then. It was like it It was MTV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what we had for soca was every carnival we had a hit song.
Yeah.
So in 2010, 2011, that flipped over to Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And that song I remember clearly was the monster for that summer.
Yeah.
That played everywhere across every board. So I'm more of a multi-genre DJ. I specialize in dancehall.
Yeah.
My secondary would be soca.
Okay.
And then everything else.
Yeah,
So at the
exactly.
time that I was playing, there was the funny thing with dancehall, which is unlike soca, is within dancehall you have to play everything.
Yeah.
So you've got to play the Celine Dion's, you've got to play the reggae, we play hip hop, we play dancehall, but we play it in a dancehall way.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
soca generally just plays soca, like people just, we want to hear soca all night.
Well,
This is
that was
true.
my next question actually, because if we talk to soca DJs and myself included, there's a lot of DJs that are very mono genre, if that's the opposite of multi-genre. Like they just do one genre,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
soca.
so we
indeed.
call them specialists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, specialist.
Yeah, it's a
exactly.
specialist, yeah.
So, would you give the specialist advice to look further than just soca? Because I can imagine it's a safer bet for promoters as well to have somebody who can do multiple genres.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the individual. It's very dependent on what you want to do with your musical career.
Yeah.
So I can't say if you love soca and you want to specialize in that,
Don't
do
yeah,
something
exactly.
else.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be a fair piece of advice for me to give
Yeah.
you. But I would say you would severely limit the bookings you can get and where you can play.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If you specify in, for example, we got house DJs like Pioneer, you won't really see them outside of an event that's either incorporating house or a house specialist.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the individual.
Okay, fair enough. So you also started recording songs besides DJing.
It seems to be the case, yeah. Seems something happened there, yeah.
What happened there?
Exactly. How did
That's the
that come
question.
You're
about?
gonna have to ask Fats. That's Fats did that.
That's
Fats,
official.
Yeah, Mr. Fats official did that. So
Yeah, but Fats isn't here, so we're asking you.
maybe you should interview him.
No, but it was you that went into the studio. So can we just,
Why did you go into the studio?
There we go.
Fats told me to go into the studio.
Okay.
It's not really complex.
Yeah, but if,
No, but
It's not complex.
Yeah,
It's-
but-
why did you decide to go?
It's Fats said I
because
should
he
go.
no, but why did you decide to go with what Fats said? You could have been
It
like,
seemed
nah,
like a
that's
good idea at the time.
Okay,
Okay,
then.
gotcha.
Fair
Yeah, it
Okay.
seemed
enough.
like a good idea at the time. I didn't have anything to record.
So then what you do? You're standing in the studio because Fats told you, and then you're there, and you have nothing to record. So
Just
what
like
happened then?
freestyling, like.
I don't know, like some of your interviews are long in it, so I don't want to give you full breath details of.
Wow.
That's what I'm asking though.
Now, I don't know. I don't know what you want in it. I don't know how long you want this interview to be.
Just want you to answer our questions.
How long you ask us?
Watch your mouth, fam. Watch your mouth, Powerpuff Girl.
Powerpuff. Oh,
Watch your mouth, Blossom.
For the people who listen and do not watch it on YouTube, just go to YouTube.
She got one puff in her head. She got one puff, not even two, just a one puff, looking like a straggling hairdo.
wow. Can what? Nah.
Yeah.
This-
Well, you
this-
said you wanted banterful in it, so.
No, I hear
Yes,
what you're
yes,
saying,
that's not
but
it.
why is it always at the expense of me? Like, literally.
Well, you're the one who came at me.
I didn't come at you.
Yeah, you did.
I just asked
We
the
just want you to
question.
answer our questions.
I didn't slam the table.
Well, you should have. You should have. Some vim in your chest, innit?
No, I know you. Anyway,
So you're standing in the studio, you have nothing to record.
That was a mad U-turn. So,
See, I'm reverting back to the interview now. That's what.
before I got to the studio, there was a guy called, I didn't know his name at the time, but I'd gone to a party in Harrow, which is northwest London, and the guy had done a song called "You want fuck then girl, just sit down, just bounce money, bounce. I don't know if you lot know that song.
oh, is that not
Chuckaloo 4-star.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah, so Chuckaloo 4-star had done a song, and that song had got lifted from a SoundCloud mixtape, and that went viral. And then prior to him, I believe it's prior to him, C Live had done a song. I didn't know it was C Live at the time. There's a funny story with him as well. So C Live had done a song called "You Want Speed," Gear Tree 1, 2, which again was lifted from a freestyle. So while he was DJing somewhere or making a mix somewhere, that was a raw mix. It wasn't a song. It was just like a freestyle. So these had happened, and this had happened before, and I'd gone to the party, and I noticed that this guy had been flown out from New York.
Oh wow.
So I was chatting to Fats in the morning. It was about 4 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. So Vibes had gone home. We stand outside the raves for like an hour just chatting BS. And Vibes had gone home, and I messaged Fats and I was like, yo, we should get this guy to come to one of our parties. And Fats was like, who is he? No disrespect, Chukulu, if you're listening to this podcast. But yeah, he didn't know who you were in it. So I said to him, it's 4-star. He's like, who's 4-star? It's like, it's Chukulu and Dean. He's like, who are they? It's like some guys from New York. It's like, rah, that man flew people over from New York. What song are you talking about? What song do they have? So I sent him the freestyle. He's like, bruv, it's not even a song.
It's a freestyle.
So I said to him, it kind of is, but he's like, nah, bruv, a song is a beat with an intro, with a verse, with an outro. Sounds like this has been lifted from someone's SoundCloud, fam. So, you know,
Sounds like
that's how
facts,
Fats talks, innit?
yeah.
Looks like someone's SoundCloud, fam. So I'm like, it is a song. Well, if that's what you think, then that's strong enough for somebody to fly them from New York that has enough of an impact. So Fats was like, why are you telling me that? You should understand what's happening here. So I'm going, what are you talking about? I think they did good. They're good DJs. He's like, bruv, you do this every day, fam. This is what you do. You just chat your mouth off in raves. This is what you do. It's like, Fats, man, why are you talking about me like that? I thought we was friends. It's like, nah, man, I mean, serious. You always freestyle. You do bare freestyles. It's like, all right, cool. So he goes, you should go studio. And this happened over like a month and a half. He's like, you should go studio. I was like, why? I have nothing to record. It's like, go studio, record what you normally do in the raves. And I said to him, it's on the spot. So if I'm in a studio like this in a square space, there's no impetus.
Yeah,
there's no feed forward. There's no like
crowd
girls over there or
yeah.
this guy or that's happening upstairs. So he's like, I don't care. I don't care. You better go studio. Better go studio by the end of the month. At that time, I had no access to a studio. No, I didn't know where the studios were. I didn't know who to contact. I knew a couple of people were recording, but I didn't know what the deal was, what the prices were, blah, blah. So I spoke to Mac, because Mac was always recording, MAC.
Yeah.
And Mac was like, you're going to come to my studio, innit? He had said this like 7-8 months before.
Yeah.
Because I'd gone there when he was recording Wicked and Bad.
Oh, that tune.
Oh, yeah.
So I pushed him to go studio. So he had said, come to the studio and sit in the session. I sat in the session. I was like, yeah, this is a vibe still. And then I left. I never came back. And then that's like, go studio. So at the end of that summer, I think it's the end of that summer. I think it was like August, late August, early September. I went in and I phoned Mac and Mac was like, yeah, I'm going to arrange for you to meet GI. GI is the producer, the engineer. We went to meet GI and GI was like, boom, what do you want to do? You can imagine just some Rasta guy with no manners, no tech, just straight to the point. What do you want to do? I said, I don't know, innit? He's like, all right, go in the booth and we'll figure it out. So we went in the booth and then I started just MCing stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a beat which was Gauge, which is the Good Pussy Gal Forget Things. That was the rhythm. And me and Fats had argued because he was like, yo, you should go in and use a different rhythm. I think he was saying use Idonia Pandakaki. And I said, too many people have used that. So I need to find a song that's like on the way up, but not accessible to everyone. So that's how the Gauge came about. Went in the studio and then I was like, oh, yeah, but 9-inch cocky gal. And G.I. was like, yeah, keep that. And that's how that song came about. So then I started it and then I had nothing else. So I went home, I messed around in the studio, did some rough version, went home, and then I structured a bunch of freestyles that I had over the years and sort of made them match the subject. Then went back in. So if you listen to Ride It, which is my first ever song, if you listen to Ride It, there isn't really a structure. There's like a 4th inch, 5th inch, 6th inch, ride, then back up on the pedal, which that's like a 12 bar chorus. Really should be a 4 or an 8. So I was just chatting off my mouth in the studio, and I was like, all right, keep that, and he would drag it down and move it across, and that's how I ended up in the studio. So blame Fats for the scourge of my voice on the planet. It would have just it would have just stayed as SoundCloud mixes.
But then you really picked it up quickly, as in now you talk about bars already. That's not something, I mean, in DJ, yes, in the DJ world you do think about bars and you think about mixes, but writing your own song, thinking about your own song, that's a whole different ballgame, right? I mean, but you figured it out pretty quick then. So is there anything you would say to people who would think about starting recording as well, like just do it, or like think about structure first? Or
advice for anyone that wants to do it, research and find out what you like first before you jump into anything. That's what I'd say. Anybody can do anything, but you know, figure out what you like, and then, like I said, I knew about verses and bars and stuff, but again, Ride It was like half a freestyle, half a song.
Yeah.
But then my next songs were all songs.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like full-fledged, structured.
So you don't need to know what you're doing, but once you get into something, work backwards.
Yeah.
And try and figure out, because then you look like an idiot in the studio when everyone's like, give me a 2-bar bridge, or give me a breakdown, or give me an outro, give me an intro. You got main vocals, you got backing vocals, you got second backing vocals, you got stabs, you got ad libs. So when an engineer is talking to you and he's going, is this your main? And you're like,
yes.
Well, it's not my side.
And then you record again, and you record stronger than your main. Then he's like, you've got 2 mains. Which one do you want? And then part of one might sound better than the other one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good to know what you're doing. So just research a little bit, or just go in the studio with someone who's a bit more experienced and just mess around.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That too.
I like it, and I like your researching. You know that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but with you like researching, but you don't stop. So.
No, that's true. That's true.
Don't be compounded with everything that you need to learn.
That's another good piece of advice, I would say.
Learn and apply. Learn some more. Apply. Learn and apply. Learn and apply. Don't just learn. Then get nervous to apply. Just learn and apply.
Exactly.
So.
Don't overthink it. That's advice from me to everybody else.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
But you're on a song as well. You're on like 2 songs.
I'm not on any songs.
Inshallah, Habibi, you're gonna just sit here and lie.
What songs am I on?
Aren't you in the background going bubblegum in Mali?
How did I not know about this?
Yeah, she's in songs, bro. What are you telling me?
Ice Cream.
Mali's
How did I
ice
not
cream
know
song.
this?
Yeah. When he goes, what's your flavor? Vanilla.
Sir?
No, I don't say vanilla. I say bubblegum. There's another one I think I say.
Raspberry.
Strawberry.
Or strawberry.
Strawberry. Strawberry.
Right, that needs to go.
No, I don't know if it's me that says bubblegum.
You say
I think
you
strawberry.
say 2 of them.
Strawberry.
2 of them. You say bubblegum.
Yeah.
Bubblegum is you.
I can't remember.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
she,
put
bro.
it in the episode now.
Yeah, she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got to interview her.
Not
So
me.
how was it?
Oh, for goodness sake.
You got to do
why
a whole
are we
interview
doing
with her.
this?
She's acting like she's got no accolades. She's a big artist out here, fam.
Definitely not.
Yeah, we've got to like synthesize and drop out and pitch down and tone up her voice, but she's there.
Wow.
There in the side ground.
No
yeah.
autotune, right? Did you get some
Wow.
T-shirts, innit?
t-shirts?
Wow.
But it is, man. You're outside, man. You're
I'm not outside. I'm inside.
Inshallah.
Behaving myself.
Jesus. Jeez.
Can we stop? Come on.
Huh?
Come on.
You said you're not outside.
Come on.
Okay. Sure thing. Sure.
Lao mina.
As always, before I'm going to go to the next topic, because we're talking about your songs now, right?
Sure.
So as always, we have 3 of our favorites.
Before we get to the 3 favorites, can I actually talk? Because all you've been doing is just chatting.
You've not tried.
I was going to say, have I not been waiting every
You've
now
not
and then?
tried.
You're saying.
No.
There's been pauses for you to question.
Yeah.
And
No.
you sat over there and said, can you guys leave me out of this, please? Please.
No.
Stop it, guys.
No. That is not how I sound.
Watch when he edits this. Right there, it's going to be Jesu!
Every single time.
Jesu! Helicopter.
That's what I'm going to use as a new insert
dead.
thing, though. So, Sharon, do you have any questions?
100%. As you know, your Ride It song is dancehall, but we know that you've collabed with a few soca artists. So we've got Jaguar, we've got Classic Fresca Bar, we've got Freezy, and then obviously you've made a couple of songs produced by Natoxi. I think, was it Bounce,
Yeah.
Island Gal by Natoxi? Was there another one?
There's like 3 unreleased, but yeah.
Okay, yes. So how did you kind of venture into getting featured on soca artist tracks? How did that come about?
Fresco Bar reached out. Cheem reached out. Did a verse for, he's got the song Dutty.
Yep.
Yes.
I did a verse for that, but that never made the cut, unfortunately.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
okay.
sad.
Yeah, so, yeah. Cheem, anywhere you are, man. F you. I'm joking. No, I'm playing.
Jesu.
Nah, he reached out. How did I make the link? I've got 2 songs of Classic. One of them is unreleased.
Oh, okay.
Is it going to be released?
Well, it
It's
depends.
not to you
It
then.
depends on them. But I'm going to release everything that I record.
Oh,
I like
okay.
it.
I have
like
no
it.
intentions of keeping anything. So I'll wait for them. I'll give them ample period of time, maybe 1 year, 2 years.
yeah.
But after that, all of my content's coming out.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not waiting until I die for people
No.
to be putting out my stuff.
Yeah.
Another piece of advice.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yep.
So anything that I work on that I've brought to completion will be put out. Classic reached out to me after he did 5, 10, 15 with Marsville.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I want to get you on a track. And In and Out. We did In and Out. That was our first track.
Oh yeah, you did 2. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I
I've
forgot
got
about
3
that
songs
one.
of Classic.
Yeah.
So 4 songs. 2 are unreleased, 2 are out. So In and
Yeah.
Out was the first song we did. And that was his idea. The second song that I did was is it Reverse It?
Reverse it on
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Benner
so
rhythm.
Reverse It. And that link was made with Boogie. So
Yes.
Boogie, I before Boogie's taken off now.
Yeah.
So before Boogie took off and was doing stuff with Dev and all of that, he only had the song with Cheem.
Yeah.
And then I reached out to Boogie and Boogie sent me a couple of beats and I said, bro, whatever you're doing, pump these out. Keep pumping these
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
So Boogie sent me beats and then I sent them to Kalai. I sent them to Squeechy. I sent them to Marley.
Yeah.
And we started putting songs back. And then Boogie started reaching out to other artists and
Yeah.
bit by bit. So the song with Classic Fresca Bar, I had that song, which was supposed to be Jaguar. Jaguar wanted that song.
Oh.
Jaguar wanted Reverse It because I'd sent him the lyrics. So me
Yeah,
and Jaguar
yeah,
had done
yeah,
Wild
yeah.
and Freaky,
Yeah,
and I sent him the
yeah,
lyrics.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, well, I can't do a Bajan accent.
Try and do
but-
it, please.
Nah,
I
it's
beg,
gonna,
I beg.
yeah,
long
I'm
pass.
gonna bite my tongue off, bro.
Please.
He's like, he said, what's he say? What's going on with that song? What's going on with that song? I like that. Something like I like that song, innit? And I was like, what? And he's like, I like that song. So what are you doing with that song? And I said, I have nothing with it. I don't have a beat. So this is before I had done anything with Boogie. I'd just written this song and sent it to him.
Yeah.
And then Boogie sent over a bunch of beats and I picked the Reverse It beat. I recorded Reverse It a year before that rhythm came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that was, I sent that to her and a couple other people
Yeah.
a long time in advance.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I sat on that song and then Boogie said, do you think I should release it as a single
Yes.
or as a rhythm?
Rhythm.
And I said, no, go for a rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I put Classic on there. So Boogie sent Classic the rhythm and then he sent, I think he sent my song and Marley had done a demo and he said, this is what we're going with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
gives song.
yeah.
Classic was like, I like that song.
Yeah.
So Classic, he hit me up and he did a little intro, then he did a back end verse, and
Yeah.
that's how Reverse It was born.
Okay.
Wild and Freaky Kai hit me up.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. we
In
had
our,
him-
in our, exactly.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
So Kai hit
Yeah.
me, said I had a rhythm, and then Jaguar hit me, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do the accent." He's like, "I want the slackness. I want that stuff that you do." And I was like, "All right, fool, say no, man. Let's get this work."
'Cause that-
Yeah, you
that's
can
your
get this
expertise.
I was gonna say that's your
slackness.
yes.
So he's like, "Yeah," and then that's how Wild and Freaky was born, and then Spider hit me. So I've got 2 songs of Spider that are unreleased.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and he hit me with all due respect. He said, I've written a song based off of one of your songs, and I think you're perfect for it. So he sent me the lyrics. And I said, Spider, I'm going to have to rewrite this. I mean, you stick to the beats, and I'll do the lyrics. And he's like, all right, cool, do your thing. So we did a
Nice.
song with him. So
Is that coming out as far as you know?
everything I record is coming out.
I just need to have a date.
I don't care if they
need to
agree
have-
with it. I don't care if they say yes. I'll apologize after. So I don't
Yeah.
even care if they hear this podcast. Everything that I record is coming out.
So you better release that.
So
quick,
if you lot want to
fast.
recruit, holler at me, give me a date, give me a time, take my PRS number, take my BMI number, and do your thing. You can give me 1%, you can give me 10%, but if I put it out, it's 100% me. So I've got a song with Fanatics that I've put out. But yeah, that's the Soca collabs. I don't think I have any more. Notoxy reached out.
Yeah.
Notoxy reached out and he reached out twice. And one of the beats, he sent me 4 beats and I liked bounce and that turned into a rhythm. But
Yeah.
that was already a rhythm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I didn't know. So he
Yeah,
sent me
yeah,
that and then he released it as a rhythm. And then Island Gal,
Island Gal,
was
yeah.
one of the songs he sent me that was unreleased.
Okay.
So he sent me like 5 songs and I liked that one. And
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm gonna take that one. And then put Marley on that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Freezy.
Freezy,
I reached out to Freezy. Freezy was here for the summer. So we was doing up road together, innit?
Ah,
Yeah. So when we did that road, I said, yeah, I want a verse, you know. And he was like, I can't do a Lucian accent.
No,
but-
just try it.
Yeah.
Go. I wanna
Here we
hear
go
it.
again.
I wanna hear it.
Okay.
I said, "Eke." Split in the middle.
This I can't laugh about this because my accent is
Yeah.
3
I
times
hear
as
it.
worse.
I hear
Okay.
it. I hear
So
it.
he's like, yeah, cool. So we took him to the studio, he recorded, and that verse sat there for about, I think, a month. And then me and Marley went in and recorded.
Yeah.
So I'm lying. I'd written the whole song. I'm lying. I recorded the whole song. So they lifted one of my verses and put that in the bin. And then I said, this would be good with Marley. So I lifted my other verse and put Marley in the song. So the songs never really stay the same. They consistently
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how Freezy came about. I don't think I have any other
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other features. I think that's it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not a short list, so
That is a
you're doing
very
good.
long
I think
list.
that's it.
I'm telling you.
Well,
but
there would have been more, but I'm a bit picky about who I
I hear that.
work with. And
How's that?
In what sense?
Yeah, that's my question. In what sense are you picky?
I have to like the project.
Okay, got it. Is
Yeah.
it the beat? Is it the way?
Everything.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
First, it's the beat, so I have to like the beat, and then
Yeah.
I have to like the pause. I have to like the body of work
Yeah.
that the person put out. I was gonna say like the person, but we
Stop
can't.
with this
we
pause
can't.
business.
We can't like people, bro.
I don't think RKO is in the loop about this whole pause business.
He's gonna learn.
Okay.
He will learn.
I'm gonna have to.
But yeah. So it depends on. Mostly it's the beat. If I get a vibe from the
Yeah.
beat, I'll automatically have.
But then
Something.
if the verse of the person you work with is shit, I mean, it happens. I'm not saying
You change it.
happens, but
change
yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you change it.
Yeah. So are there
Fair
like any soca artists that you would like to collab with in the future?
Bungie,
Yeah.
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 A1 Day One, Bungie, Lava.
Okay.
Lava,
Big fan of
yeah.
Lava.
Yeah.
Boise. I would say Mr. Killer. Seems like
Okay.
I'm going down the greens lane right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't mind
we're
it.
in the 4-7 tree right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's an artist, but Avalanche, USVI. He's a great producer.
Okay. I thought he was
Avalanche.
is he a DJ as
That's
well?
what I just said. Yeah, he's a DJ.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear
He's
that.
a DJ, but he's some of the songs that he produced, you know, and you don't even know it's him.
Oh man.
Yeah, so Avalanche is one. I'm a big fan of Patrice.
Patrice again.
I've liked Patrice for years.
Yeah?
Yeah, Patrice.
And she's putting it into a new gear now with her. I'm not gonna say commercial, but it's more. People like it more. People outside the soca scene, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean. The whole mind drink water.
Oh, drink water, man, my business.
Yeah, that took off.
That took off on
beyond,
TikTok though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Talking
Yeah.
about TikTok, how have we not spoken about his monster song?
Because you were talking about soca features.
Oh, I hear it.
That's where you went to. So I'm presuming that you're going to end up going over there eventually.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you hear it loudly?
Loud and clear.
Is it clear and loud?
Loud and clear.
I feel like I need to say pause, but I don't know why.
Pause!
Don't be
Fire!
that, don't
Lava
be that
splash!
chance. Don't be that chance. Don't just jump in on things and you don't know what you're talking about. Research.
No, but your monster song, because we got on the subject of TikTok, and obviously Patrice's song went completely viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
I play that obviously in a commercial setting, and almost everybody knows the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tick Pon, I can't say the word
Yes, you
because
can.
I'm trying not to swear.
Too late.
Tick
It's a
Pon.
song.
No.
Yeah, but your podcast, is your podcast clean?
No, it's not clean, but I'm trying to be clean.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like my New Year's resolution like 2 years ago.
You
to
didn't
stop
manage.
swearing.
You didn't manage.
No, but
at
I
all.
cut it down immensely.
It's a title, so you're
though.
allowed. It's the
No,
title,
but
so
I'm
you're
not
allowed.
going to do it. Tick Pon, male hen.
Male hand.
Fire.
Lava
No, man,
splash.
Fire.
Pause. Tick Pon, COCK. That song. Wait, that is how I spell it, right?
I've got so many questions.
It might have had a
but they're now
different
for her,
spelling.
not for you. So.
No, but it might have had a different spelling. Like TikTok, the tick in the TikTok is only TIK, like
Yeah.
in the actual app TikTok.
Uh huh.
So
Can
that's why I'm
we
asking,
move on to the
please.
question?
Anyway, as I was saying, I checked it, the latest streaming numbers. It's on 6.7 million right now.
Yeah.
Did you imagine that it would go that viral?
100%.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
nobody puts work out and don't think that they can go far.
No, but I hear what you're
I
saying,
didn't
but
specifically think it would do 6.1 or 6.8 million. That wasn't
6.7.
that wasn't a number that I had in
stop
mind.
adding points to it.
Well, technically, it's
6.7.
done more.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just talking about that
You're
one
talking about
video.
YouTube specifically.
Yeah, that YouTube video.
But there's 2 videos on YouTube.
I hear what you're saying,
So-
but I'm talking about the main video that said 6.
The main video is the one I recorded.
Are we gonna link it
Yeah, we can do.
so that people also can see it and we can move it up to 7 million? Because we
Yeah,
have
we can do
about 300,000 people listening to this.
100%. No, we've got like 500,000 listeners. Come on, don't small up our thing. But yeah. So you fully expected it to do extremely well.
I expect all of my work to do well.
Fair enough.
Did you expect this one to do better than other?
I expect all of my work to do well.
But this was like your second song, right? That you released.
No,
It wasn't the second.
No, Coconut came out before that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Coconut.
And so did Bacchus.
And Bacchus. Yeah,
And the
sorry.
Rhythm came out before that.
Yeah.
Bacchus Rhythm came out before that.
Yeah, forgot
And
about
then
that.
Coconut Rhythm came out before that. So yeah, your timeline's a bit sideways.
I hear what you're saying.
Inshallah.
Research.
Repetition if I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Gotta figure something else out.
Yes, please.
Yes, go.
So I have no idea what's going on, guys. So
I just back and forth back now.
Okay. Well, let's talk about our top 3 of your songs.
That's why you was asking me about Tick One Cock. Can you finish with that already?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
cool.
I just feel like
is there anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, there's a whole story behind that.
Please. Can we
Whole
not make it
story.
one of our top 3?
No, you
No,
can't because
no,
you've
we
already
can't.
picked your
we've
top
our
3.
top 3.
Then I still want to hear the story.
No,
Yes, I do.
I don't want to hear the story now because I'm annoyed.
Triggered.
I'm upset.
Anyway,
you know
so
how I get. Oh,
I was on
wow,
my way to
okay.
Turkey. I had a booking in Turkey. It was a Turkey weekender, I believe it was.
A Turkey weekender.
Yeah.
Dancehall.
It was a mixture.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't soca, but it's a mixture.
Okay.
I would say it's more dancehall, hip hop, R&B. And prior to that, I have a dance group. I have a group that promotion group. So I had this idea beginning of January. This is January. I had this idea.
January what year?
What was it?
Is it before or after
2000?
COVID?
It's before.
Before, yeah.
So it was the year of COVID. Because that song came out
2020.
Yeah.
So I had this idea and I'd sent it to the group and there's a bunch of dancers in my group and I said to them, wouldn't it be cool if you guys just did a video ticking to a grandfather clock? And I sent it in the group and they shat on my idea.
Oh, that's sad.
They were like, yo, this is dead. This is shit.
Wow.
Why would anybody tick to a grandfather clock?
So
But you know the clocks I'm talking about? The big clock.
Yeah, the big one that they have in like the Tom and Jerry
metronome,
films.
but then the other way
Literally.
around.
Yeah.
So at that time, before right now we're in a era of content creation.
Yeah.
I was thinking about content creation then. So I was just thinking, imagine if, because then from there it would have gone on to raindrops. So imagine if you know, like a water droplet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
would have made more stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they shat on the idea. And I said, all right, cool. You don't understand. So I put it down and I told Vibes, make me a beat. I need a beat. And I gave him a specification. And Vibes is the longest person in the world. Vibes is the longest person. So he's like, yeah, Hunji, yeah, I'm going to make it a beat. I started it, but he won't send what he's have. So I won't hear nothing until he's like halfway through or almost finished. So cool. I started writing this song. And it's like, tick, tock, don't stop. Because I was writing to the grandfather clock.
Oh, yeah.
Tick, tick. So then I added, I was like, okay, cool. And I wrote that and I put it down. And then at about March around my birthday, I put this idea back to the group again. I was like, yo, I think this idea can work, you know? And they were like, you're back with this shit. So nothing happened. So fast forward to, so I'm lying, this was 2019. So fast forward to October, I was on a flight to Turkey and C Live had done that freestyle. So I was on the plane and I remember it was me and, do you remember the guys that do the drinking games? Team Surreal.
That's the one.
Right. So I'm on this flight, right? I got the window seat. I always ask for the window seat. So I'm jamming at the window seat. I got my headphones on and I'm playing I Don't Know. And I'm writing this song. So I'm like, this is the tempo I want. This is the beat I want. This is a similar idea for the beat. But this isn't the beat. But this is what I've got.
Yeah.
So I'm writing this song. I'm like, bend over, like something drop. And then I said, this is an accident. But I went, like I like this, I like that. Bend over like so. I was like, and I'm like, oh. So I wrote down in my phone, I wrote down MMMHM. Slowly so you hear it in the song.
Yeah.
So I wrote that song. So I think it was like a 2.5 hour flight to Turkey, either 2 or 3 hours or something like that. I wrote the whole song, I finished it. I finished the whole song, got off the plane, and I was like, yeah, cool.
Waiting for Vibes.
Forgot about it. Then I hit Vibes again. I was like, Vibes,
Where's my beat?
I need a beat. And Vibes was like, Hanji, I'm busy. So I think Nats B started to send me a couple of beats. And I was like, oh, your beats are okay, but nothing has hit me yet.
Yeah.
So I told him, okay, make me a beat like this. Make me this with this. He made it. I didn't like what he made, so we jumped on FaceTime and I co-produced. So I changed this and I moved it up and down. And then he sent me the beat and I said, yeah, this is it. This is it. I went in studio and I recorded everything in one take. There's no back-end vocals. Everything was one take. Everything was one take. And I think at the end, I was messing around and producer was like, yeah, keep that. Keep that. So I was like, that's the song.
Nice.
That song there was like the easiest song I wrote. That, Rock, and Bacchus were the 3 easiest songs I wrote. Everything else, I kind of watched.
It came to you.
Yeah. Yes, and Roll was loved Roll.
Yeah.
Roll was one of my favorites.
You have plenty to talk about. So first of all, before we go into top 3, I just want to show the audience a bit what the TikTok song is.
Okay.
So we'll just do a little clip now.
Okay. Boom.
Let's go.
Yo.
Let's go.
He felt left out.
I thought we were all doing this. Let's go. Ain't nobody leaving me out of shit. You do that shit again.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bend over, girl, bend over. Bend over, just like that. Bend over, girl, bend over. Bend over like something drop. Slowly arch your back. Sink it in and arch your back. Take your time and arch your back. Now get ready to start the tick-tock. Listen for my countdown before your tick-tock. When me say 12, tick like a clock. Follow instructions, this around 1, 9, 10, 11, 12 and tick-tock. Tick-tock. Don't stop. Tick-tick-tock-tock.
I'm gonna take it back to the whole DJing thing because obviously you don't see yourself as an artist. You've been screaming for time. I'm not an artist. I'm a DJ that makes music.
That's correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to that. Obviously, you started out before we knew you on the soca scene. You were more in the dancehall scene before. Am I correct
Da.
in saying that?
Da.
Yeah.
Da.
Now that you're in the soca scene, you've infiltrated the soca scene with your filth, your crud, your everything.
Da.
Did you get like a pushback? Oh, pause.
Da.
Did you get like resistance or
Da.
That's not making it better, you know. That's not making it better.
My G.
pause?
What
Okay.
are you doing?
When you
Just say it.
transitioned
Just
into pause, you didn't
Jesu.
when you went into the soca scene, that works.
How does that
Did
work?
you?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, when you went into the soca scene,
Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
did people sort of kind of not give you a hard time, but pause? No, that's fine.
Just
Let's-
finish your sentence, man.
Get rid of the pause thing and just ask the
finish
question,
your
please.
sentence, man.
Jesus.
Oh, overdoing it.
Okay, so when you went into the soca scene, did people sort of give you not stick? Pause. Stick. Sorry, let me stop the pause.
A difficult time.
Did they not like it?
Did they give you a difficult time? Were they like, but you're a dancehall DJ, why are you here? Blah,
That still
blah, blah,
happens
blah, blah.
now.
Really?
Yeah, that still happens now.
Well, that's pointless.
And what is your view on it?
I think the soca community is it's a nuanced community. So they're very much insular and they like things done the way that things have always been done. They are not fans of change.
Okay.
So I knew that coming into that scene. I knew that making that transition. I know they like their music and the way that they like your hosting a certain way and
Of course, yeah.
they like their energy a certain way. But I also knew that there isn't much diversity in that scene. So coming into a scene that is nuanced and you stand out, it's going to do two things for you. It's going to either polarize you, or it's going to get you work.
Yeah.
And I decided to go with my style. I think you're going to get that sort of resistance in anything you do.
Yeah.
So I got it in dancehall. They say, oh, you talk too much. Okay.
Yeah.
When I go into soca, they say, oh, you're too dirty, you're too filthy. And then I say, okay, soca songs 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, exactly.
The songs have been saying the same thing. It's just clouded in wordplay.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Push it in the
Like
cat.
innuendos and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's nothing that we haven't. And the whole Caribbean energy of walking up and dancing, there's nothing clean about that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't mean it as it's a dirty thing. It's our culture. It's what we do.
Yeah,
but there's nothing. It's not the waltz. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
It's-
exactly.
Like,
it's
there's
not-
nothing PG-13 about it.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not Beethoven playing and I've got my hand on your upper back and you've got yours on my shoulders and we're shuffling around together. It's not that. So I never had a problem with that because the music pioneered that before I did. So
But I guess it's also kind of genre, right? Because I think we had a discussion before in one of the earlier episodes where I think we were mentioning, like, if you look at soca, indeed, there's like there's genres of soca, right? There's the easygoing, the groovy, then there's power, there's just power, the jump, that sort of stuff. But then now there's also the dutty, the the especially Bayesian soca, where it's just 5, 10, 15, 20, you know, that sort of soca.
That's not new though.
It's not, but
No,
it's
bashment
getting
soca-
bigger. Like it's more of I'm not gonna call it a hype because it's not a hype, but it's the genre is catching more light, if that's a thing.
Okay.
At least that's how I see it. So I didn't do any statistics or anything like that, but I see more people enjoying it. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
No, it's the conversation that we had before is that soca now is becoming more X-rated.
Yeah,
like before
it's moving to dancehall, maybe a bit like wordplay.
I wouldn't say.
No,
it's
I wouldn't say
moving
that.
to
They're just
dancehall.
the words. They're just being more vulgar and open about it, and not using innuendos.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just.
All right, I'll throw a curveball and I'll say, your parents would say that your generation is garbage, and you would say that the Gen Z is garbage. And when Gen Z grows up, Gen Z will say that Gen X is garbage because each parameter pushes the boundaries.
Yeah.
I watched the video 2 weeks ago about what dancehall was like in the 70s and 80s. It was so tame.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It was so tame.
But that's what I mean. Yeah.
It was like people dancing together, but they weren't even rubbing or whining together. It was just like a rubber
shoulders.
dub, yeah. And it was like you facing me, and we were
Yeah.
dancing together. And then 10 years later, it changed.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, in the
changed
90s,
again.
it changed.
Exactly.
And dancehall queens came out, and so the music went more vulgar, more. It went with the culture.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
the younger people didn't want to do, and you've got to realize the youngers don't want to do what their parents did.
Nope.
Yeah.
So the younger people come forward and go, oh, Dala wine, that's dead. Let's do
Yeah.
Datty wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if
yeah,
you transition through the soca, it's the same. Soca was calypso.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
horns and tinkle bells and still bands and rhythm sections, and then that transitioned into
Exactly.
to soca, and then soca transitioned into what we have now.
Yep.
And then within soca, for the first time, we're having prominence in islands.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
normally
yeah, yeah.
Trinidad, we had Trinidad soca,
Yeah.
and then Antigua would have its own soca, but it's for Antigua.
Yeah,
and then and St Kitts would have its own soca, but it's for St Kitts. And then the diaspora of who travelled from St Kitts would then take that music with
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a large diaspora of Kittitians in the UK, you're going to get what music is popular.
Yep.
This is true.
With the islands that are here.
Yeah.
So this is something that you guys don't see, but in America, the Haitians massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
yeah,
Haitian
yeah.
community is massive in America, and the
Yeah.
Puerto Rican community is
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
So you have a lot more reggaeton and a
Yeah.
lot more Haitian, like
compa.
compa,
exactly.
kizomba, merengue. You
Yeah.
have a lot more of that. Whereas I've seen American DJs be like, "Yo, my Haitian community," expecting a massive Haitian community.
Yeah.
They don't exist here.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you go there, I don't even think to big up Haitians because I'm
Yeah.
used to that.
No,
True.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
it's you. We have bashment soca, and I trouble her all the time. I'm like, I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
bashment soca has been a prominent part of
Yeah.
Bayesian history for ages.
yeah, yeah.
It's just now some of the songs are blowing, and then we had that suppression of the older generation,
Yeah.
which is like what you guys are saying. Is like, oh, soca is becoming more vulgar.
Yeah.
The older generation tried to keep a lid on it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
you had
yeah.
to get your song played on radio, it had to be a clean song,
Yeah.
like "Pump Me
Yeah.
Up"
Yeah.
or "Turn Me On" or something.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the lyrics of "Turn Me On"?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Have you actually listened to the lyrics?
Yeah.
vulgar.
My
yeah.
mum used to play a song called is it Get the Cat? Get the cat, get the cat, get
that-
the cat, get the somebody pussy cat.
Get away.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. So, yeah.
What do you think she's talking about?
No, exactly.
My mum used to sing that song while she's cooking up chicken on a Sunday. I'm around the house like sweeping up somebody pussy cat. You get that? I'm like,
Excuse me.
okay,
Yeah, but at that age, we don't really understand it.
I'm not that age anymore.
Oh, mad thing.
Yeah, but I mean, even now, like the whole what's the new? There's a couple of job songs out. Took Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Who took Michelle?
Ooh, we'll
Yeah.
tell Michelle.
Yeah, and then there's now one with looking for Gina.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's on the Lord Have Us Mercy rhythm. That's
Yeah.
Mole and,
that's them Asians doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Mole and Walks, I believe
It's
it is.
sort of like they
Yeah.
can defend it for no, it's not vulgar,
Looking
but
for
obviously
vagina.
it's
Yeah.
So now we have a mixture of that.
Yeah.
So do we think soca is more vulgar? I think soca was always vulgar.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just
coming
each
out,
generation expresses it. Because remember, the generation that came up, those artists come from that generation.
Yeah.
So then the new generation of artists are going, well, look at Young Brother. These guys are more freestylers. They're more MCers. So they're like, why can't we say what we want to
Yeah,
say
true.
instead of being, because now you don't need the radio. So a lot of music was suppressed because you needed radio
Yeah,
airplay.
Of course,
exactly.
You don't
yeah,
need that
yeah,
no more.
yeah.
So if a man can send his stuff viral on TikTok, Instagram Reels, on Facebook, on Twitter, you no longer need, and you don't need record labels. we used to be stuck with Island Records and
Yeah.
Def Jam Caribbean or whatever it may be. We don't need that no more. Remember back in the day, 2007, 2008, you had like reggae, the best of reggae gold.
Oh god, yeah.
That's what we used to have, like
Yeah,
reggae
that was it.
and green
Yeah.
sleeves. We don't have that no more. Anybody can now go into a studio and be an independent artist and put their music out. So now that's changing the dynamic of the music
Exactly.
because you're taking the limitations off the people. Imagine how many talented people that's come about that got suppressed because somebody
Yeah.
told them your song too dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like your vibe. We don't want that on our radio station. And that will quash that person's
Yeah.
whole confidence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
go away
Yeah.
and go, I might as well go work for this company because they don't like my style. And now those people now are looking at the industry here going, imagine if I was of this time.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. But actually, I like what you're saying because basically what you're saying is now a reflection of what people
The
want.
culture.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the
what they
culture.
want. If there's a dirty song out and people like it and they view it and you get views, you go big.
It's the
you get
culture.
viral. Then yes.
Yeah.
It's right now, dancehall is in a place where we have dancehall trap.
Yeah.
The older
Yeah,
generation is like, we don't like this. Dancehall is doom, 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 doom.
Yes.
The dancehall trap is doom, doom. And they're like, yeah, that's not dancehall. Who's to say?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
The kids are creating that. The new generation are creating that. And if they're saying drift is what they like,
Yep.
then who are you to tell them not to make drift?
It's honestly the moment I fear in my life. Like when I grow up and I listen to the new Soca, I'm like, what is this nonsense? Like, oh, I don't want that moment to happen.
Now you either like songs or you don't, innit? So
That's true, but you know what I mean, right? Like the whole genre is like, it used to be, and then
if
it's
you
just,
stay with the music, you'll find that there's nostalgia.
yeah,
In when you used to party.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you went to parties and you heard, I'll say, Pressure by
Yeah.
Ricky T, My
Yeah.
Pressure Mad, you have attachments to that time
Yes.
of when you were enjoying yourself in a party.
Exactly.
You leave that party scene as a middle-aged or late 20-year-old and you go, I don't want to rave no more. I want to go to comedy shows. I want to travel now. I want to
Yeah.
experience different parts of life.
Yeah.
Your musical raving stops there.
Yes, exactly.
So 5 years down the line, someone
still
comes to you and
expect,
plays, Jenna. And
Yeah.
you're going, what is this?
Yeah.
Because you've not kept up with
Yeah,
the music.
true.
If
Yeah.
you keep up with the music, it's a matter of I like this and I don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
don't, if there's gaps in your musical archive, you're going to end up in situations where you was raving like to Pond the River, Pond the Bank, and Coolie Dance Rhythm. Those were
Yeah.
our things in
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
Now you've got drift and you've got different. The routines for dancehalls are no longer simple.
no,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
They're TikTok routines. They're whole like 30-second routines.
Yeah.
But that's what when I come here to London and I go to a show and they do all these little
It's completely different.
dances. I'm just standing there like, what the?
Yeah, it's completely different. And it's good because that means the music lives on
Yes.
and it grows on.
Yeah.
But if there's gaps in your raving apertoire, you're
Yeah.
going to come across these situations. And,
It's so true. It's so true.
So music and tastes and changes, it's nuanced. It's
Yeah.
very specific to you, especially if there was a time frame where you was raving hard
Yeah.
or you was listening to Soca hard and you kept up to all of these songs and then you disappear.
Yeah.
You become a mum, you become a dad, you buy a house, you settle down into a normal routine.
Yeah.
You're going to miss
Yeah.
out gaps in the music.
Exactly. That's true. I have it with hip hop. Because I used to be very active in the hip hop scene, and then
Yeah.
I'm not anymore. And now, whenever I listen to hip hop, like this, is not hip hop.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's just not what the
it's a
hip hop
gap,
you're
yeah.
used to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's changed.
Interesting. I like it.
Soca Chronicles.
Top 3. So my number 3 is actually my favorite as well. And there's something to discuss about the song as well in my eyes. But
Okay.
it is Rock. And should we just start listening to it and then ask
Yeah,
the questions?
this-
Because we'll never get to the point where we're going to
This
listen
is
to
true.
it.
This is true.
So let's listen to it first. This is Rock.
By Supa Nytro featuring, or are you featuring on it?
It's me featuring on it.
Oh, so Rock by Marley featuring Supa Nytro. Let's
What's
go.
that dead accent?
Hello.
What is that, bro? Bringing my things better than that, bro. What you doing, fam?
I'm not bringing in nobody's
Well,
things.
rate my things better than
I'm
that.
not
fam.
rating your
Or just,
things.
or just do better in it. And see, not try. What the hell is that?
It's you. But that's how. Listen, yeah. This guy,
Bruv.
when he's in parties and all the girls are flocking around him. Oh, it's Supa Nytro. Hi, Supa Nytro. Oh,
That
stroking
sounds
him
completely
up.
different.
Oh,
Yeah,
Supa,
what
I like that
this?
sounds different.
Supa Nytro. Oh,
Sound a bit better than
What?
not even.
That was a whole tangent.
I was going to say, I'm
Track number 3. One of your favorites. It's Rock. Marley featuring Supa Nytro. Let's get into this. Let's go.
Lord said to go forth and multiply. My girl, don't be shy. Oh Lord, rock it till the name of the Lord. Rock it till your neighbor attack. Rock it till your wig drop off. Rock it 'cause you don't give a fuck. Oh God.
When you rock for me body. Rock for me body. No matter with the fast wine, just stand for the me say rock off the body, girl. Rock for me body. Rock for me body. No matter with the fast wine, just stand for the me say rock off the body. Me no want no TikTok. Me want your rock concrete and block set good and no rock. No split in the middle, no twerk, no cash, no puppy tail, no one drop, no sticky wine about to break off your back. Sit on the top, ride don't stop. Swing for me cock like sledge for rock. Rock on the cock, you know you like that. When you rock for me body. Rock for me body. No matter with the fast wine, just stand for the me say rock off the body, girl.
Rock for me body. Rock for me body. No matter with the fast wine, just stand for the me say rock off the body.
That was rock. I like the beat. I've always said to you, the beat is fire.
Oh, wow.
And I think it finally got picked up too now, because there's now rhythm out, right? On that beat, with that
No,
beat.
just another song.
Just one song. It's not a rhythm.
Yeah, no.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Should be a rhythm.
I mean, I think it's fine with
Right,
just
a
the 2
complaint.
songs. Yeah.
No, I want a rhythm.
Yeah, right, I complain.
Goodness sake.
Let
Okay.
them know how you feel.
Nah, no, I think it's fine as it is. And I know, obviously, the new song Target by Mole and Jaguar is doing bits in Barbados.
Other way around. Jaguar and Mole.
Jaguar and Mole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jaguar featuring Mole.
Yeah, it's doing a lot in Barbados
Yeah.
right now. So talk to us about, how that song came about.
Right, so story time.
Yes, please.
Another 4 hours on this podcast.
Oh, jeez.
You lot been ducking me for time, so I'm gonna get all my racks off.
Yes,
anyway,
please.
so Rock came about. Rock is actually quite a cool story. 2019 or 2020, I think I got hit up by Enzo, who was 17 or 18 at the time.
Oh shit.
And he hit me and he's like, I've been trying to send my beats to a bunch of people. No one's been listening. Can I send you some beats for you to listen to? If you like any of them, do your thing. He sent me 4 beats and I chose 2 of those beats. Rock was the first one. But when he sent me Rock, there were some things that I wanted changed. So I DM'd him back and it was like a week of him just being excited that I was messaging him back. It's like a whole week. It's like, I can't believe you're messaging me. Oh yeah, what do you want? And I'd reply. It's like, oh my God, I'm talking to Supa Nytro. Okay, what do you want?
Jesus.
And so that happened back and forth because we weren't talking consistently. So
Yeah.
I'd reply today and then I wouldn't reply again until tomorrow. So, and then we did a little FaceTime and he did Rock. He sent me the beat and I changed some bits and then I jumped in my car. I went driving and I was like, this song's bad.
Yeah.
This rhythm is bad. So I was like, what am I doing? And I was in the A46. If I'm not mistaken, I was on the A46, which is my go-to place. And I'm driving and I was just rocking. Just rocking to this
see
song.
what you did there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, I make music for girls. What can I do? Hey, the girl when you rock, pony. So I wrote the whole song. And
In the
then
car.
Yeah, and then I gave it to Marley. Yeah, so I wrote the whole song and I gave it to Marley. And then it was supposed to be me, Marley, and Screechy. And Screechy didn't turn up to the studio, but Marley did.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I made Marley write his verse
Yeah.
on spot
Oh,
in the
man.
studio.
And he did.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did.
Yeah.
He wrote it and it wasn't up to standard. And he recorded it and then we rewrote it.
Yeah.
And he did a better job. And then he went in
Nice.
and he chilled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
no, I think Rock is me. Island Gal is his.
Yes.
Yeah, Rock
this
is me.
This is correct.
Yeah, Rock
This
is mine.
correct.
Uh-huh.
Supa Nytro featuring Marley. Yeah, Rock is me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I've written down here, but I
Yeah,
don't know why.
Yeah.
I put Marley on that and I enjoyed that song actually. I really enjoyed that song.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said before, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
I really like that rhythm. I
Yeah.
do. So that's why I want to have it to be a rhythm, because it should be broader anyway.
Nah, I'm not sharing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you already did,
It's fine.
but
Nah,
yeah.
Jaguar chased that song. Jaguar chased that song
Yeah.
for a year and a half.
Fair enough. I understand that though.
Yeah,
Like,
Jaguar. He's like,
Yeah.
what's going on with that?
Oh my God. Here we go.
But that's my bro, man. I don't like to water down my work, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So if a
this is
producer
going
hits me
into-
Yeah.
and a producer's like, this is gonna be a rhythm, then if the rhythm is good, I'm happy to jump on it.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, if you've got good relationships with people, so sometimes the rhythm is okay, but
Yeah.
I've got a good relationship with you, so I'll give you a song in it.
Yeah.
But my work that I've done, like rock or jiggle or anything that's a single, people will chase me for the beat.
So, are you more a single person or a rhythm person? I'm hearing a single,
Either
right?
or. I just have to like the beat.
Yeah, okay, but you mentioned you don't want to water it down, right?
Well, if it's a single, yeah.
So, okay. So, if there's a beat with potential to be a rhythm, like rock, and you have a song in it,
I won't make it a rhythm. No, I'll lock it down. It'd have to be somebody that I'm very much interested to work with.
Yeah. It has to be worth it. Yeah.
It wouldn't. I wouldn't just open it for the sake of.
Yeah.
I like it. See, I never thought about it that way because
I'm
for
picky.
me,
I'm picky.
yeah,
I'm very picky.
I wouldn't call it picky. It's more of a. I also wouldn't call it. I was gonna say protecting your creativity in a way.
I mean, you can put it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put it that
It sounds a bit selfish if I say it like that, but it's more of a guard between, like, just having 5 songs. Because I understand a rhythm. I like rhythms because if you have a good rhythm, if you got a couple, like 2 or 3 good songs on it, you can play it in a club and it will be a vibe, you know. But then again, if it's just one good song and the rest is shit, then the others are not contributing to anything. So I like it. Okay, nice.
Number 2.
Yep. Number 2, we have Jiggle.
Jiggle is your latest release. Am I correct?
Correct. Is my last
Correct.
release, yeah.
Wonderful stuff. You've recently recorded a music video for it, but you haven't put that music video out because
That is correct.
I'm saying that because I have a little cameo in it, which you guys will see. At
Oh,
the end.
so you okay?
Put my-
Hold on,
put-
pause.
Put my little
Pause
acting
in the way
skills.
of wait. I need to ask you some questions.
Okay.
So you're part of some songs.
What do you, I'm not a part of a song. I'm like a video vixen.
You're a video vixen.
It's not very vixen. I'm more like a
I'd rather you said you're a part of a song, bro, than say you're a video.
video vixen.
I'd rather. You're telling me, bro. You're a video whore. Like,
Wow.
no, man. You're just a part of the. You're part of the song.
Wonderful.
You're
Anyway.
a part of the project.
I was part of
Part of the project. I like it. Part of the project. Anyway, you know what? Questions
Jiggle.
for another time.
Please.
Jiggle.
You can interview her. I'm
Oh,
telling
I
No,
will.
not me.
I will.
She has
but
stats, bro.
after, because
Don't.
your time is valuable. You know, I don't want to interview her when you're sitting.
I don't
there.
blame you, but I'm here for it.
No. We're not going to do that. We're going to
here for
talk
it.
about Jiggle.
What
How
do you wanna know?
Jiggle come about?
Enzo again.
Oh yes, Enzo is the producer.
Enzo sent me a beat. So I said, like, that story of me meeting Enzo, he's 18. I gave him a shot.
Yeah.
So Enzo's career has blossomed because of the work that we've done, but he was pretty much unknown prior to rock. And we did, he sent me a bunch of other beats. I did another song with him called Pat It Up. And I said to him, you release that. Do what you want with it.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, no, he hit me up and he does this thing where he goes, hey, bro. Because he's French, so he's hey bro. I'm like, yo, what's up?
That doesn't sound very French.
No, that's what he says.
Oh, okay.
Literally, he goes, hey bro. I was like, cool. And he says, I got these rhythms and I want to send them to you. So he sends me 4 rhythms and Jiggle is the one that stands out to me. So I says to him, I'm going to take that. But Jiggle, the version that you guys hear is the second version. So the first version, it hit me. It had all the characteristics that I liked, but it didn't slap the way I wanted it to slap.
Yeah.
So I told him to send me the stems, and me and Vibes came to West London Pirate Studio, and we reorganized the whole thing. We emptied it out, we rebuilt it, and Jiggle version 2 was born.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a version on Enzo's creation, and there's a version of Enzo, Vibes, and me.
Yeah.
And that's the one that came out.
That's the
last
one that I went with. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Let's have a listen.
Let's go.
I'm not playing.
Oh boy. Well, let's have a listen to Jiggle.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. How the girl them time, oh Jesus. Look how the girl them sexy. Look what the fat body one day. Look what the girl in the hot pants. Hey girl, me want everyone out look come front and come party with me. Me want to the position right here, so. Me want to the bend over. Me want to the cock up on the bump and the air make it jiggle. Make your body jiggle, 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 jiggle. Don't stop, make it jiggle, 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 jiggle. Turn up one spot and jiggle, 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 jiggle. One drop ash that then you jiggle, 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 jiggle. Climb on the cocky and ride, 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 ride. Boom, boom, what and it a slide, 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 slide. Up in your belly and a glide, 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 glide. Hands on my chest and you a ride, ride. Hey girl, don't stop, ride, 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 ride. Shut Shut your mouth, take fuck, gal. Beat we a beat till the bed broke, gal. Nobody come here with your dead fuck, gal. Dirty wine pan cocky till your neck broke, gal. Inna your stomach like belly ring. Come on your titty then you rub it in. Bad motherfuck you, how you mean? Stabby, yellow tape grind.
So that was Jiggle. Big tune. And number one, I obviously chose number one.
Obviously.
And the people them who have been listening will know why it's number one. But
It's
number
dirty.
one, no.
Oh. Oh.
Hello, hi, I'm talking. Stop.
Excuse
pause.
me, sorry.
Hello, can we stop? Thank you.
Sorry.
Number one, we chose Wild and Freaky on the Van Grime rhythm. Everybody knows Van Grime rhythm is one of my favorites because my favorite ever song is on that rhythm. But this song is strong. Oh, that rhymes. The song is strong. Wild and Freaky.
If you have some studio time
With
left,
Jaguar.
then maybe...
Yeah. I mean,
She rhymes and all, so...
can we just have a little listen,
Yes.
please?
Let's have a little listen.
There we go.
All them freaky.
Yo, Supa Nytro.
What
The freaky gal them.
Gal, C to the A to the A
After
and
the good
B.
gal them we fucking nasty. Gal bend over get wild and freaky. Then squat and go down on the dicky. I then go in a your hole 'cause your vagina tight and pretty. Gal, pretty pussy come give me. Upon my balls girl you fi put a hickey. I then go in a your hole 'cause your boom boom tight and pretty. Bad gal ready for the stamina. The way your bunks fan cocky girl you know regular. Spread out the pussy lips like umbrella. Let bad man hit a pic with the camera. Push in the dicky and start the guy up. Like whole girls gotta get slaughtered. Pussy oily you running like water. Miss Junie got a sweet daughter. Gal bend over get wild and freaky. Then squat and go down on the dicky. I then go in a your hole 'cause your vagina tight and pretty. Gal, pretty pussy come give me. Upon my balls girl you fi put a hickey. We going go in a your hole 'cause your boom boom tight and pretty.
Yeah, I like that song too.
Yeah.
It's
Big.
banging. It is
Big.
banging.
Big tune.
Big tune.
I mean, we're a little bit pushed for time now. I would say, how did that song come about? But are you able to just summarize in like, like 30 seconds? Because I know you love to, like, you and RKO are like similar. Like, you love to chat.
But I want to know. I want to know
I hear
details.
what you're saying, but
What did you bring me here for?
We're gonna
if
have to
you're
do
going
like a
push
part
me
two.
to interview me.
We're gonna-
You don't need a summation. Just
we're gonna
run
have
with
to do
it.
a part.
Let's
two.
run with it. Let's run with it. Let's run with it. What did you bring me here for? You've been chasing
I want
me
the
for a
full
year.
story. I want a full
What
story.
bring me here for? I don't think. Well, you know.
No, but he already told us. You already told us how it came about. Jaguar hit you up. Kai hit you up. You got the beat, and then you recorded. He said he wanted you to do what you do, and you did what you did, and that's how the song came about. You said it already. Is there anything you want to add?
I don't think you want me to add anything. If I'm honest with you, I don't think you want me to.
I kind of feel the same, but we do actually.
I don't think you further want me to say
No,
anything.
but is
so
there anything
I'm
you
just
would
gonna.
like to
I'm
add?
gonna be quiet until I have permission to speak.
Wow.
Because this podcast is a bit. It's a bit aggressive. So it's a bit hostile.
Is there anything you would like to add?
I feel like that's not a genuine question. Yeah, me.
No, you would
This-
like to add
this
anything else?
Podcast
Okay.
is a bit hostile. See?
No,
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 but
okay,
I
no,
asked
okay,
you.
no. Is there
I asked-
anything? No. I want to hear the full story. Just say it again. We have time.
No. We're not going to say the whole story again. There's no point. Is there anything you want to add that you've not mentioned already about the song?
Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song.
Is that it?
I'm gonna summarize it because you don't want me to
No,
speak.
it is.
innit?
It is a
It's a
very
good
good
song.
song.
It's
I
a good
like
song.
it.
Soca Chronicles.
Any other questions?
Our question to you is: we ask this question to everybody who takes part in our podcast. If you could,
Was stuck in an elevator.
no,
Is that it?
it's
Oh,
not that
okay.
one.
Okay.
It changed.
changed.
I didn't change
Just
it.
people don't like being stuck in elevators.
Nah, I hear it still. That's not why it changed. It just changed.
Okay.
If
That's a good one though.
I think it's a fantastic
it's a good
one.
Then ask it.
but no, I'm not going to ask it because it's changed now.
What's it changed to?
If you were stuck, if you could be stuck in a studio with any soca artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Ooh, dead or alive?
Yeah.
Interesting. Ooh. Alive would have to be Bungie.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna
That's
say.
never gonna change.
Yeah.
For me, Bungie is the greatest lyricist.
Yeah.
Across
100%.
soca, across dancehall. Obviously, there's people in dancehall that are excellent. Vibes Cartel is the best lyricist in the world. But in the Caribbean, it's Bungie and Vibes Cartel.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
stuck in a studio, I'm gonna be stuck with Bungie, and it's gonna be a short session because I don't think he writes nothing.
No.
So it's gonna be he's gonna record and leave, and I'm gonna sit there with his vocals and just. Vikings. I'm gonna play them two stabs over. Oh, Vikings it out. Yeah, that's gonna be the song. You're not gonna hear nothing from me. It's just, Viking. The end. But yeah, Bungie, and that's alive.
Just one. It's just one you choose.
Oh, you can't choose a dead one.
No.
Oh, okay.
You just
All
choose
right.
one.
Yeah, it'll be Bungie. I would have chosen a dead one.
I'm
too.
still interested in that one.
No. No. This is what people do. They come up on this podcast.
No, Bungie's cool for me.
and just give me.
Nah, Bungie's it.
But can I pick two?
Nah,
can
I'm
I
cool
pick
with
more?
one.
No.
I just thought it would make sense to pay homage to someone that
no.
passed away.
You choose because maybe there's one
Bungie.
alive that you know is not the one that you really like to work with. Maybe it's somebody like Blacks or whatever would have been your favorite. That's what
Nah,
we say, dead
Bungie.
or alive. Okay.
Bungie. But I think there's a lot of artists that's passed away
Mm-hmm.
that we would have liked to work with that we wouldn't get the chance to
Yeah.
work with. So that's why I would have said
Yeah.
someone that
enough.
passed away. But nah, alive.
But you're still not saying the name.
Yeah, we're not.
Nah,
because-
she doesn't want me to say the name.
Yeah,
so it's
because
fine.
it's not the direction we're going in.
Okay,
I
I'll
just
shut
want
up.
one.
I'll shut up.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would be a
It'll be
good
Bungie.
choice.
100% Bungie.
Yeah.
And it's an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bungie's the greatest.
You're not the
one.
first person who said Bungie.
Nor the last.
Who else
probably.
said Bungie?
Was it not
Couple.
Culture Man? No.
Yeah.
I'm sure he said Bungie and he mentioned Mashal as well,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, nah.
And who
I want to go into that, but I.
who was the last person? Vibes King.
Yeah.
I believe he said Bungie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of bungees.
Yeah.
Mashal's a fantastic artist, but
Yeah.
he doesn't appeal to me
Fair
to
enough.
wanna. I mean, if he reached out and was like, "Hey, I want a verse," then I wouldn't say no.
Of course not. I mean,
I wouldn't pick up the phone and go, "I want to do a feature."
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I'd probably get to a few people before him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bungee being one of them.
Bungie being the
Top of
main
the list,
one.
mate.
Yeah, the top of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top of the list.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we've got connections. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Inshallah, astaghfirullah, bismillah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
All of that.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
to the Habibi, come to Dubai. So
What
I
is
have
that?
I have a question for you lot then.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a
You
first.
lot keep asking man questions and you lot don't want man to ask you lot questions. Kind of one-way podcast is this. Anyway, so my question to you is, why didn't I get to choose one of my favorite songs?
Because that's not how it goes
Okay.
on this podcast.
No, that's a stupid. No. Okay, what would be your number one own
See,
song?
I like. See, she's a hater. She's a hater.
How am I a hater? It's just not how,
It's
that's how it goes.
It's not how it
We don't
goes.
let you choose your favorite. We choose our top three.
But I'm
That's how
still
it works.
interested though.
But it was
in
a
the
question.
answer.
It was a question. Why don't I get to choose my own?
Yeah, because
You can have your top three. Why can't I have mine?
that's not how it works.
Okay.
It's not how
Who made the rules?
I made the rules.
I understand.
Because I'm the boss lady.
I hear
Boss
that.
lady,
Okay, boss
I
vet.
come for this.
Say nothing.
So the employee of the bus lady wants to know what's your top three. Now?
She doesn't- my favorite song of mine is undoubtedly Bacchus.
Really?
Okay.
100%.
My
So-
girl said, good for your buckers.
Can we still have a listen to that?
No.
Yes.
Actually, no,
Let's
we can.
have a
because
listen.
Jaguar has a song on that rhythm, active. So yeah, we can.
Oh, that's the reason why we can.
Yeah, because it
She doesn't
crosses
rate me.
into
She rates
no,
me.
Understand.
Yeah, but
no,
that's
because
crazy.
this is a Soca podcast.
That is crazy.
Soca podcast. Okay.
Why am I here then?
Because you've made songs with soca artists and you DJ within the soca scene. That's why you're here, B. If not, you wouldn't have made it.
But we can't play your
You
songs.
wouldn't have made the cut.
Can you
We're gonna
imagine?
play Bacchus. Let's
Okay.
have a listen. Let's go.
Let's go.
We going.
Ladies, una ready? You sure say you ready? Come up front, come broke off body. Step in at the middle, you know, ugly like Duffy. My girl said good for your backers. Turn around, girl, ready for your backers. Bend over now, set good for the backers. Face down, body up in the ear for the backers. My girl, if you know, say you're pretty, walk round with your friend, cause the whole I wanna sexy. Every man does watch you like TV, but me want sliding like a CD. Skin smooth, bumper broad, you look good, oh my god. Pussy print just firm in a dress, in a your miniskirt or your pum pum shorts. My girl said good for the backers. Turn around, girl, ready for the backers. Bend over now, set good for the backers. Face down, body up in the ear for the backers.
Yeah, Bacchus is my favorite. Mainly because I wrote that song after Ride It. And it was my first transition into a proper song.
Okay.
So it's still not
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
not a fully structured song, but I enjoyed that process of finding a beat, my own beat, and then just the process of making that song something.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
enjoyed that.
Nice.
My other song of mine probably would be Roll.
Okay.
Roll. I was a big fan. I like Roll. I like the beat. That was my first transition into soca
Okay. Yeah.
with Creeks.
Yeah.
That was my first transition into
Creeks
yeah.
mix.
I'm gonna play a couple of seconds of that song just to get a feeling of it.
Creeks mix. All over the world. And the girl them time. Roll your waistline. Come here, girl.
And me say fi tick Bangkok with a little piece of fabric tie round your back. And me say fi position, bend over and set good for your backers. And me say fi sit down on it till it broke. Set up yourself and walk. And me say me have a 9-inch cock, so girl back it up like a truck. What the fuck?
I loved writing that song. And my third favorite song, which is quite annoying, but it's not complete. It's Coconut.
Yeah.
It's not complete. Why not?
We never got back to finishing the beat, me and Vibes. So to me, it sounds hollow.
Okay.
So why don't you want to re-release it?
We released it twice. So it was
Did
a
you?
single, and then it became a rhythm. So I
the rhythm
released the
is
single.
the beat that
Huh?
the rhythm is also the beat that misses some. This hollow.
The beat is hollow.
Yeah.
So everyone that's on the rhythm to me is hollow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm annoyed with that because we never got back to it, and I don't feel like going back to it now.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't feel
Time's
like touching
passed
that now.
Yeah.
And Backers as well turned into a rhythm, which is also why I like that.
Yeah.
Because Backers had quite a strong cast, which is probably
Yeah.
the first thing that I had done on my own
Yeah.
with Vibes that we turned into a UK international project, which
Yeah.
is
Gotcha.
fantastic.
Yeah,
because
nice.
then that rhythm was sought after by quite a few Martinique and Guadeloupean artists.
Yes.
Nice.
The French Caribbean loved that rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Belly Dancer went viral, which is another one that I did. Me and Vibes did. So, yeah. And Jaguar. When Jaguar heard that, when I did Backers, Jaguar heard that rhythm the year I put that rhythm out, and he wanted that rhythm, and I said no. I said no.
Yeah, that was what 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said no.
Jaguar has been struggling to get beats off you.
Well, everyone really.
Yeah.
It's just him I mentioned, but it's
Yeah, yeah,
everyone that asks me for beats. If I use the beats, I don't share them.
Yeah.
But if somebody sends me a beat and I like the beat but I haven't done anything, well, you can have it.
Yeah.
I find it frustrating that when I create something and I put something out, then somebody wants to ride that wave to step up on that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't think that's what Jaguar's doing. I think Jaguar hears the song and is like, yo, I can see myself on that rhythm.
Yeah.
And that rhythm may not have reached him, but because I've already done something on it, I don't want you to overshadow what I've done.
Yeah.
So a year or two later, you can have it, which will bring the whole rhythm back to life again.
Exactly.
But,
Which is
what's
what it's
happening-
doing in Barbados.
exactly, with
Active
rock.
is.
But Jaguar's my boy. Like he's a really good artist, and he's a great DJ.
Yeah.
When I was in Barbados, he looked after man.
Yeah.
So he's a
Yeah.
great guy. So he can have whatever rhythms that we've got 2 projects planned up that we're supposed to be sorting on. But I'm just funny like that. I don't necessarily share my rhythms with everyone. If I've done something on it, you could have done it. Why didn't you do it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I built Backers from nothing. It took me 9 months to put that rhythm into the stratosphere. 9 months. I played that rhythm everywhere, consistently. I remember people telling me, why you always starting with that rhythm? It's boring. And then everyone's like, oh my God, she look good. Oh my God. Everyone starts singing that part now. But it took me a long time to put that out. So I'm very connected to that work.
Yeah, makes sense.
So now when someone's like, yo, give me that rhythm, do you understand how much?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For me
you
to
get
just part with that
into
and
that.
just be like,
Here you go. No.
yeah, it's just nah. So
Yeah, fair
those are probably my 3 favorites. Yeah, production wise as well, because me and Vibes built those.
Yeah.
We built Backers, we built Coconut, and Creeks built Roll.
Yeah.
And outside of that would be Rock,
Yeah.
because I had fun recording that song.
Yeah.
You can hear it at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had
But the
fun.
whole you can hear through the whole song.
And I leave it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave all of it in.
Yeah.
All of my nonsense I leave in,
I love it.
because I don't think music should be so serious.
Yeah. No, I get
I
it.
agree.
Yeah, so that's my favorite.
All right, a very important question. Where can people find you on Instagram, all that social media?
Everything is at Supa Nytro.
Okay. And Supa
SupaNytro.com or .co.uk. Either. They both lead to the same place.
Nice. So I'm just going to spell out slowly. SUPAH.
No,
H.
Yeah. You want to add numbers here?
One.
Add numbers.
SupaNytro
That's me.
at Supa Nytro.
That dead accent returned.
I was going to say, what was that?
So all social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is Supa Nytro. SUPANYTRO, as the French would say.
Supa Nytro. So if you're listening in French, it's Supa Nytro.
Did you say French?
Yeah, why you say French?
Did I say France?
I heard
Sorry,
French.
I meant France.
We know what you meant. We know what you meant.
Supa Nytro.
Supa Nytro.
Supa Nytro, has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
It
It's
has
been long
not-
overdue.
It's not been a pleasure. I've not enjoyed it.
It's been a pleasure for at least one of us.
You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. No problem, man. No problem.
No, I like this discussion.
No, I'm playing. I know. Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been a victim. But it's okay. Like, all in the name of banter. I'm a team player and I'm a good sport. So, Supa Nytro, thank you for blessing us with your presence.
100%.
Today. We've really appreciated it. You know? It's been fun. It's been very fun.
It has been.
I hear you, man. It's been a. I mean, this between myself and RKO has been good. It's been a good conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fine.
The other podcaster is a bit mad, fam. She's a bit mad, fam.
I hear it.
You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I hear it. But that's okay. That's okay.
Ay, caramba.
Wonderful.
The other podcaster, we're not going to mention any names. They messaged me and they was like, "Oh, is there any snacks you would like for us to provide for the podcast and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, just make sure there's some stuff here in it." I see table and water.
No, I brought popcorn. There's
Oh.
popcorn in the
So I'm
bag.
supposed to just be clarting popcorn in the people's microphone.
This is a good
during the
question, you know.
recording. So my favorite song is I Wanna Work With Budget. Wild choice of sweet. Wild choice of snackage, bro. You get me?
Oh, boy.
But I hear that still, man. I hear that. No, it's been a pleasure to be here, man.
100%.
No,
been a
we
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
we've appreciated it.
Yeah, we're gonna put a link to your social,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
Instagram anyway,
At Supa Nytro.
and we can put a link to your website as well.
supernitro.co.uk.
Yep.
We'll do that.
And you have an event.
30th of June.
30th
I
of
Love
June.
Soca meets Back It Up. You guys get your tickets for that one. It's going to be a good look.
That
Yep.
is the day that this podcast gets released.
So double whammy.
Yep.
Tonight you have a plan now.
There we go. If you're listening now, you have a plan tonight.
Exactly.
Get it.
Double whammy, man. So
Yeah.
guys, make sure you check out Soca Chronicles. Tag a friend, tell a friend, share the podcast. Let people know that this exists because it's good for the culture. It's good for the vibe. It's good for the energy. It's educational. It's fun. It's funny. It's banterful. And it's good for you to just know a little bit about the people that's making your music and the people that you're involved with listening to. So on behalf of myself, Supa Nytro, RKO, and DJ Shans, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you guys very much for listening. Goodbye, good bless, and have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are in this universe. See ya.
Bye.
Soca Chronicles.
Yeah, what an interesting guy. That's Supa Nytro.
Supa Nytro.
Yeah, that's accent. You got that accent down. I don't.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, but you
Dinglish
need to
accent.
Practice.
Yeah, well, in the mirror by myself, but not on the radio though, not on the show.
Goddamn.
Goddamn, nah, that was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
It was fun, even though I got clowned. You know.
I mean-
because nobody rates my life. You know, everybody's just like, fuck Shans.
Nah, I
Didn't
rate
shit
your
about
life.
her.
I rate your life. I rate it 10 out of 10.
Nah.
Would life again.
Nah. If you rated my life, you wouldn't have laughed at me.
Yeah, but you laughed at me as well.
Hello?
Hi.
No. It's not about you. It's about me.
Oh,
Right now.
actually, you know what? Sorry, my bad. I hear
Thank you.
that. I hear that.
Thank you. No, it is what it is. All in the name of banter. You know me. You know, I've got a waist of a boxy. You know, a Powerpuff Girl. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, I should be laughing. My bad.
God damn. I mean, shit.
Nah,
But it is
that
what
was
it is. But
good
yeah, I
interview,
enjoyed it though, regardless.
But that's all we have for this week. This month
Yeah,
even.
because you lot love to chat too much. That's why. God damn.
Oh, I do love to chat. That's true. I mean, that's why I started this podcast in the first place.
Yeah, I know, but then you met your match with Supa Nytro.
Yeah, because we both like to chat.
Yeah, we were chatting
This is-
for time.
This is true.
Oh god. But yeah, man. So thank you everybody for tuning in once again to this episode. We're creeping ever closer to 2 years.
Oh
2
my
years.
god.
Yeah.
2
So
years.
we gotta have something special planned. I don't know what yet.
Me neither. But we need to do
but
find
yeah.
something.
Yeah. Also, before we go, can I just let people know that my Crop Over 2023 warm-up mix has dropped?
Yes.
So please check that out on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/DJ Shans. My track list is so long, I wasn't able to put it in the description
Oh shit.
of the mix. So what I've done is I've made some artwork with the track list on it, and you'll find that on my Instagram at DJ Shans. That's DJ SHARNZ. Please and thanks.
I like it.
Yes, please.
Excellent. With that, I will wish everybody a happy month.
Please.
The next episode will be dropping the last Friday of the month as usual, but by that time we are chilling, liming, vibing, fetting in Barbados. So yeah, and then the episode of August, we will tell you everything about our experience in Barbados.
There we go. Exactly that.
Like, share, and we will see you next time.
Yes, take care, be safe. And until next month.
Until next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Soca Chronicles.